Prestissima here. Today, we're going to learn an African American spiritual called Kumbaya. Kumbaya means come by here. We're going to learn Kumbaya in the key of C major, and then we're going to transpose it up to the key of D major. But we're going to do it a little bit differently. When we play it in C major, we're going to play the melody in the right hand and the harmony in the left hand. When we play in D major, we're going to play the melody in the left hand and the harmony in the right hand. In both keys, the melody is the same, but the harmony will be a little bit different. Let's have some fun! Okay, Kumbaya. We're going to play it for the first time using notes from the C major scale in the key of C major. So let's practice our C major scale, starting on C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C back down, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Excellent. Good memories, everyone. All right. So our time signature is 4/4, meaning 4 beats per measure. Quarter note gets the beat. Take a little peek ahead, and we see some eighth notes, right? Some dotted quarters and eighth notes. So we know there's subdivision. Oh, and look, it's even written in for us. Very nice. All right, so let's start with our right hand, the melody, okay? I'm going to play it and count the subdivisions, but I'm not going to point. So use your eyes and follow along with me. I'm going to start here. I'm going to count 4, and then we'll come in. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, friends, time for the left hand. Now, since we start on a half rest here in the left hand, I'll just count 2 and then I'll come in on 3, okay? I'm still going to count the subdivisions and you're still going to use your eyes to follow along, but I'll start right here. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, now before we transpose up to the key of D major, I'm going to give you a few tips for C major. All right, so for the right hand, notice we're going to play 1, 2, and then 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 4. Okay, and we do that because we're going to go up to 5 up here, right? And then we end up back on 4. Now, in the second system, it's the same notes, but we're going to play 1, 3, and 5. See, 1 through 5, because we're going to come back down. 4, 3, 2. Okay. Now, in this next system, it looks pretty much like the first line. So, as a reminder, it's not written in. So, I'm going to remind myself that this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 4. So that later on, and this is 5. Okay? I can remind myself. So I know it's 1, 2, 4, and then up here is 5, right? Okay. All right, next system. Now we end up, it's pretty natural, 5, 4, down to 3. And then we have 2, down to 1. Okay, and then remember this little guy, the tie over the bar line. This means you're going to hold on to that beat 4 and then through 1 and 2, right? So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and hold and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and off. Okay, so for left hand, I'm going to start on 1 and 3 because that feels the easiest to me. And then that fourth is also pretty easy, so I'll do 1 and 3 there, and then back to 1 and 3. Aha! And then jumping down to that C, I'll hit it with my 5. Back up here, same, and then it's a little stretch, so I'm just going to do 5. But now I can do 3 and 5 again. All right, back here, we've seen this before, right? All 1 and 3, and then jump down to the 5 finger there on the C. And then I'm going to jump up. I'm going to do 1 and 3 here as well. And then this is a little bit bigger, right? It's a fifth, so I'm going to play 1 and 5. And then I'll jump down to my 5 finger, 3, and then I'll do 1 and 3 again, and then down to the C with my 5 finger. And that's it. All right. Now I noticed that we also have some dynamics and articulations here, right? So we have some articulations. We have this slur line or phrase marking, right? It means that they want us to play this smoothly, play it connected, legato, smoothly, okay? So just like you would sing it, you want that to be nice and smooth, okay? Then I also see mezzo forte in the right hand and then mezzo piano in the left hand. Mezzo forte is louder than mezzo piano, right? So that means that they want us to play that melody in the right hand louder than they want us to play this harmony in the left hand. So louder melody, a little bit softer harmony. All right, so time for us to learn this now in the key of D major. So transposed, now using notes from the D major scale. Let's play our D major scale. Remember, D major has 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. Shall we try it? Starting on D, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, back down, C sharp, B, A, G, F sharp, E, D. All right, good memories, everyone. All right, so let's try starting with the melody in our left hand. Now, we already counted this one time, right? It's the same melody. So I'm going to play it and count it in my head, and I'm not going to point. You're going to follow along using your eyes, and you're going to count in your head along with me, okay? Let's try it. I'll still count off 4 for you, and then I'll come in here, okay? I'm going to start on the 5 finger on my left hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We did it! All right, let's try the same thing for the right hand, the harmony, right? I'm going to count off 2 for you since we have a half rest in that first measure. I'll count off 2 and then we're going to come in 3. You're going to follow along with your eyes and count it in your heads with me, okay? Here we go. 1 and 2 and. All right, good job. All right, so let's look at the dynamics and the articulations here in this side on the D major, key of D major. So I see that here in the left hand, in our melody, it's forte, right? It's a little bit louder even than the mezzo forte we had. And then the harmony in the right hand is piano, even softer. So loud in the right hand and soft. All right, loud in the left hand in the melody here, and then soft in the right hand, okay? Remember, we have all these phrase markings, so we're going to play those nice and legato, nice and smooth, okay? Nice and smooth here. Aha! And then we have this, what is this called again? Diminuendo, or decrescendo, right? We're going to gradually get softer from here all the way through the end. Beautiful. All right, now let's take a look at the left hand fingering, okay? So I start on the 5 finger on that D. Now it says that we can play that F sharp with 3 or 4, okay? Oh, that's a pretty big stretch for me, so I'm going to go with 3. Okay, and then we'll do a little stretch up to the 2. Okay, and we do that stretch so we can get to 1 up here. Okay, and then back down to 2, no problem. Jump down here. Now here we're going to go 5, 3, 1. Okay, because we come back down here. See that? Okay. Now, this third system looks exactly like the first line, right? So I'm going to go ahead and write it in as a little reminder to myself that I like this to be 5, and I like this to be 3, and this to be 2. And then this is going to be 1. Let's take a look at that. So 5, 3, 2, okay, and then 1, 1, 2, okay, I like that fingering, that's what we did before. And then final system, oh, so we ended on 2 here, right? We had 1, 1, 2, but you're going to lift your finger doing that rest anyway, so now just lift it and come down to the G. So you were on A up here, but you're going to lift anyway, then lift and come down to the G, there you go. So 2, 3, 5, right? And then hold it over the bar line, that's tied. And then up to 4. 4, 4, 5, right? And then down to your 5 finger on the D. All right, very good, friends. All right, now let's look at the fingering for the right hand. I like 1 and 3 most of the time when I have those little triads. And I'm going to come over here 1 and 3 again. Okay, so now we're going to go up to the G with the D in the bottom of that chord again, right? So I'm just going to make that 1 and 4. So 1 and 3 to 1 and 4. Good. Back down to 1 and 3, and then up to my 5 finger. Fun. Okay. How about back down here? I'm going to do 1 and 3 again, and then jump up here. We've already played that one. Ooh. Then we have it 1 and 5. So C sharp and A there, 1 and 5. Okay. This is almost the same, but there's also a little G stuck in there. So I'm going to play that with my 4th finger. Right? So 1, 4, 5. Good. Oh my goodness, and then so many leisure lines. From here, we're going to go all the way up to A, and then play that with my 5 finger. Then let's go back down here. What do we have? 1 and 3 again. Okay, this is looking pretty familiar. 1 and 3 again. 1 and 4 again. 1 and 3. 5 finger. Okay, and then 1 and 3. I'll go ahead and scoop my 1 finger down and make this 1 and 3 again. And then I'm going to use my 4th finger for that F sharp. I like that. And then I'll come down to 1, 2, and 4. And then how about 1, 2, and 5 here? Yeah, like that. And then up to the D with my 5 finger. Now, you can play around with those fingerings and see what fits best for you. And if you need little reminders, it's okay to go ahead and write them in. Like I might want to remember that I like my 4th finger for that, so I'll probably write in 4 here, just in case I forget. And then I know that I like 1, 2, 4 for that, so I'll put 1, 2, 4, and then I like 1, 2, and 5. So it's always nice to make notes for yourself so you can remind yourself when you play. Oh, now what does it say over here? It says circle all the thirds within this song. Okay, well I have a handy dandy pencil because I always have a handy dandy pencil when I practice. So circle all the thirds within this song. Ooh, in C major and D major? Okay, in both keys. So let's go looking for all the thirds. I see 1 here. I see 1 here. No. Yes. Okay. Yes. Keep going. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. That's a third. That is not. That's a third. Okay, now in the key of D major. Oh, now it's in the right hand because we switched, right? That's a fourth. No, that is a third. That's a third. That's a third. That's not a third. Not. Yes. Yes. That's a fourth. That's a third. Yes, this is a third. Fourth. Nope. Nope. Okay. Now it says to draw a square around all the fourths within this song. Okay, so let's start in the key of C major. Let's see if we have any fourths. Okay, here's a fourth. I'm going to draw a square. Let's keep going. Any other fourths? Aha! Okay, is that a fourth? No, that's a fifth. Okay, C major done. Key of D major. Do we see any fourths? I see one here. No. No. No, no. Aha. Yes. Very good. Uh-huh. Another one. Getting good at finding these now. And that's it. Yay! All right. So when you practice this in C major, you're going to practice your right hand first because that's the melody. Then you play the left hand. Then you'll put the two hands together. Then you're going to learn the lyrics and sing while you play. And then you're also going to learn the solfege and sing that while you play. Okay, then we're going to transpose it up to the key of D major. And you're going to do the same thing, except now the melody's in the left hand. So you're going to learn your left hand. Then you're going to learn your right hand. Then you're going to put the hands together. You've already learned the lyrics, so now you're going to sing while you play both hands. And guess what? The solfege is the same too. So you're going to sing that solfege while you play both hands. And then now you can play any key for all your friends. So today we learned the song Kumbaya, and we learned to play it in the key of C major, and we transposed it up to the key of D major as well. So remember, practice all your songs, sing while you play, and memorize everything. Prestissima out!